Happy morning, everyone. I'm 𝗬𝗿𝗂𝗃𝗀𝗃, certified diabetes educator and your diabetes lifestyle coach. Welcome to my day 2 of Diabetes 100 Marathon. Thank you so much for all your responses for my day 1 live, and it means a lot to me. That is the motivation factor for me to come again today, be with you, and talk to you related to diabetes. Right? Okay, let us get into day 2. It is an interesting topic. Can carbohydrate kill us, kill our cells? Right? All of you would have got shocked about it because we all know carbohydrate is the fuel for our cells. Glucose is the fuel for our cells. It gives us energy. If I'm talking to you now, how am I talking? I'm spending the energy and talking to you, right? And what is the energy giver? The major portion of energy for me is through the food, and that too carbohydrates. So one side we say carbohydrate is energy giver, the other side we say carbohydrate can kill us. What a contradiction, isn't it? But there is a science behind it. We will need to understand that. For understanding that science, I'm showing you a slide which I've showed you yesterday, right? Whenever there is a glucose absorption that has happened in the bloodstream, immediately what happens, my dear friends? Immediately, insulin is so sensitive, pancreas produces insulin, and insulin carries each and every glucose to the cells for usage, for energy, for for expenses. But we will be eating so much, right? It is not, everything will not be spent on the same day. So the balance of it will be stored in liver, muscles, adipose tissues. This is the major function of insulin when it comes to the usage of glucose, right? There is another case. This is insulin sensitivity. This is success mechanism of insulin. If it is a success mechanism, there will be failure mechanism as well, right? So what is the failure mechanism? That is where diabetes comes in. That failure mechanism is whenever this sugar spike happens, whenever the breaking down of sugar is being very quick, fast, whenever the sugar is just being dumped in the bloodstream, what happens? Insulin is not carrying that sugar into the cells because the cell doesn't have that capacity to hold such glucose inside it. So cell is giving a resistance. Cell is actually resisting insulin. That is why it is called insulin resistance. That's why I've put a lock over here. Insulin is not functioning. It's not opening the doors of cells to glucose to enter into the cells. Okay, but still, that is why it is called toxicity, glucotoxicity. I want to ask all of you, have you ever heard of a test called glucose tolerance test? Tolerance. GTT, they call it as glucose tolerance test. They do it for majorly diabetic individuals. So tolerance word, is that word a positive word or a negative word? I want all of you to answer this question to me. Tolerance, is this a positive word or negative word? Let us take an example, okay? Newlywed couple. Initially, they share a lot of love to each other. How will it be? So sweet, right? Amazing life that is, right? Those days are really amazing. We all would have experienced it. But over a period in time, when years are passed, that love has been sugar-coated with lot of things: demand, possessive, control. When the love is sugar-coated with all of those things, how is this love now? Is that the same as it was before? No. Until we could tolerate, until it is tolerant, we could tolerate that, it is okay. Somehow we can manage. But beyond that, it is toxic, isn't it? Toxic in relationship. Likewise, the glucose, when it is overloaded, sugar coated too much, It is definitely glucotoxicity inside our body. It is called glucotoxicity. And this glucotoxicity, when it is happening, insulin is not functioning. Insulin resistance happens. So the liver, when glucotoxicity, when insulin is closing up, definitely it cannot be in the bloodstream alone. Storage also happens. What happens is it is getting stored. The excess glucose is getting stored in liver, muscles, and tissues. But what happens is only if liver, muscles, tissues are healthy, it will be able to take that toxic and it could process it. But if it is not healthy, if it is over a period in time, has lived with this glucotoxicity, those cells also are getting damaged, and it's killing. The glucose is actually killing the cells, right? This is what glucotoxicity is all about. Too much of glucose getting into the cell, it is destroying the cells. And that is why, my dear friends, you will see all these diabetes complications. May it be retinopathy, over glucose, the blood with over glucose getting into the blood vessels of eyes, it is called retinopathy. It is damaging the cells. When the blood is too much of sugar getting into the kidneys, it is called nephropathy, diabetic nephropathy. Diabetic neuropathy, it is also getting into neuro and damaging it. My dear friends, you know what? It is not only for diabetic. It is for everybody. It is the failure mechanism of glucotoxicity is the failure mechanism of this entire process. When it is happening, it happens to everybody. And you know what? People come to me today in the early 30s, having complications without even diagnosed with diabetes. They are diagnosed with complications, right? And that is all because of this glucotoxicity, which we are neglecting to take care of it. So why is this all about? It is again because of the speed of carb breaking down. Because of the sugar spike, all of the sudden sugar is just getting rushed into the bloodstream. Again, why is this? This is because of the simple carbohydrate, whatever we are consuming. That is why it is. And that is why carbohydrates, one side, it can be a fuel for energy for our body. The other side, it can be a hidden danger. Right? Carbohydrate can kill us. So I'm coming to the same slide. Be careful of what kind of carbohydrates we are taking. It is not all the carbohydrates that can be danger to our cells. It is the free sugar, it is the starch that will be danger. We should include a lot of fiber. We should include a lot of complex carbohydrates, right? So can we include a lot of complex carbohydrates? In what way we can include a lot of complex carbohydrates? I want some suggestions from you. Whoever is including complex carbohydrates into your diets, just share it in the comments so that it will be helpful for all of us. All of us can learn from each other so that it will be helpful for everyone, right? So please type engage in the comments saying in which way you are adding complex carbohydrates into your diet, right? So if you are willing to learn more on diabetes lifestyle, diabetes diet, I wish all of you to join my VIP community. It is a Facebook group, exclusive Facebook group where we will be taking up a lot of webinars on diabetes. We will be taking up a lot of challenges on diabetes lifestyle. So I will share the link in the description, and I will share the link in the comment box, the first comment, so that you can join, and let us together make difference to diabetes community. I wish to see all of you over there. Meet you tomorrow on a live. We will discuss about how glycemic index, how we can even go depth into understanding carbs in tomorrow's live. Until then, take care. Bye.